Was as good a time as any to remind the world when the NFL had to start paying out concussion-related damages to former players. They literally argued that black players should get less money because they had less mental capacity to lose. So you might be wondering like, yo, when was that policy a thing? The NFL had this policy in place up until 2021. After they were sued in a civil lawsuit. I need y'all to understand what this means, y'all. The NFL decided to give former players who were black less money in concussion settlements because they believed that black players or black people in general started with lower cognitive function, meaning that their presupposition was that black folks were inherently and genetically less intelligent than white folks. Meaning that they felt that black folks were so stupid coming into the game that a concussion didn't impact them as much as a white person who to them was inherently more intelligent. So with black folks, they was basically like, oh, you failed that test after having a concussion? You was gonna fail it anyway because you're dumb. But with white folks, they were like, ooh, you failed that test after a concussion? You shouldn't have because you would have got an A. And when they started giving out money for these concussion settlements, white folks were qualifying for awards at 2 or 3 times the rate of black folks. Keep that in mind when you consider that the NFL wanted those players to go back on the field, but they refused. Players, people in general, you are more powerful than you know. This system don't move without you. That was as good a time as any. That was as good a time as any to remind the world when the NFL had to start